Let's do it. I'm coming into the shop. Who's here? Y'all are coming. Happy Sunday, happy Resurrection Sunday, happy Easter, happy Sunday, happy for. Oh, I can't say that. Y'all know we can't say too much about the other day y'all doing over there. But I'm gonna need that in a second. What's going on? I'm gonna need this in a second. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I got a little energy. Y'all know I have an energy calendar. So I've been trying to get a few things done. Of course, we had to shut down for Family Day and so forth. Let me see. I don't know if I can put that up there. Probably need to charge it. Does that help at all? I think that does. It's gonna blind me, but if it give me a little bit more light, I'll take it. But what's going on? Sorry for my spasm there. I'm trying to get a lighted situation going here. I done got all the lights TikTok got to offer. But welcome in. I know y'all are scrolling through on your Sunday. Hopefully you decide to stay for a minute and hang over with me. Let's find something to talk about. Okay, so I have a couple of custom orders that I need to make some traction on. And one is a chocolate. Oh, Lord, these are labels. Okay. I was just saying, like, what is that? Wait. This other order. Okay, this one, I'm going to get that one done, too. So, one of the things, as you know, you don't know, but let me tell y'all, it's been hell. It's been hell trying to figure out what to do. Hold on, I need something to drink. I'm listening to American Idol in the background. I think they doing somewhat of a spirit night. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. Some good stuff going on. So I had to move my stuff back out. I had to collapse this down we had to collapse this down, put up a table for the family to have dinner. So I actually did good breaking stuff down and cleaning up and putting away dinner. That's the worst thing about it. Putting all that supper up, putting all that dinner up, trying to get everybody to take some home, and then because it's just me. So I didn't want too much leftovers, but I am the one in the family, honey. I would eat off something for days. I ain't gotta have nothing new every day. I would eat the same thing every day. So, and then also I like to freeze. I'm old school. I'm gonna put something in the freezer. It's going in the freezer. If you leave it here, it's going in the freezer. It's going in the freezer because I will freeze it, thaw it out, do all of the things. So let me introduce myself because I came on and I don't know who's hanging out with me. I know y'all are swiping through. But if you decide to swipe back, we'll have a little bit of conversation while I work. Y'all like these earrings? I picked these up at one of the festivals. And I like to put an earring in and leave it. Now it's caught a couple times, once or twice on this. But so I make soap. I make handmade bath and shower soaps. And I have a Shower Lovers Club. And so I've got some custom orders. Hey, Suge, that I need to get out. And trying to see if I took on a little too much. Sometimes I will bite off a little more. Sometimes I am more accommodating than I should be in these here times. Welcome in. Let me see if I have a label for this stuff. Now this is where I spaz out a little bit because I'm like, oh shoot. Do I have a label? Because here's where we come into. Wait, I forgot I made those. Y'all done made these labels look too much alike. Here's where we're coming to. thinking about where things are, where things are going, how long we're gonna be there, if we're gonna turn around and ever come back, rebound, and all that kind of good stuff. It's just too much unknown. Oh, there goes some chocoholic. How many on there? One. Oh, you know, these are easy. I can do this. I can knock this out. Oh, I got a whole page right. Do I need a whole page? Wait, let me think. I need chocolate and coffee. Look at Sugar coming in and going to the gift gallery. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, I'm gonna use this one right here. Cause I need 3 cups. Dang it. Oh Lord, I ain't know what to call it. I'm like, why is not letting me click it? It's not letting me click it. It didn't need. Who order was that? Oh, I'm seeing just double clicking. I'm like, wait. Okay, let's see. So what I need to do tonight, I'm gonna try to before I go to bed. I'm gonna try to ship a couple things. I've already. It was only like 10. It was a slow weekend, so I think this is my window. Hey, Keita, I think this is my window to get caught up. So I appreciate my accountability partners. Five ounces. Let's see. So when I go sit down again, and I'm gonna tell you, I feel good. I almost threw my back out trying to put that table down. Awesome time with family. Y'all know this year has been, we've been up, we've been down, we've been up, we've been down. But today I said, look, I'm not driving in that city. I said I'll cook. They came out. We had a good dinner. Man, y'all, I found this ham at Publix, and for some reason I don't know what was going on with the ham. It said semi-boneless. I don't know what semi-boneless was. But when I tell you that ham was $9, $1 and something a pound, and they had something that was $2 something a pound, I was like, we ain't that fancy. Angelia, welcome in. When I tell you that damn ham is so good. Now, of course, I might have had a little something to do with that, but I just put some brown sugar on it, pour Coca-Cola on it, right? So it was nice and tender. It was really good. I feel like I kind of want a piece, but I don't want to eat no more tonight. It's 8 o'clock. So 8:30, good Lord. Okay. But let me tell you how intentional the day was. So I got up. My Sunday, the first thing I have to do on Sunday is make that body butter, get it out the way so y'all don't have to see me crying all week. When I tell you, okay, I just did that. So I made my body butter, and then I was intentional about going to see this movie. I ain't gonna have everybody talking about this movie, and I ain't seen it, so I went to see the movie. We can talk about the movie. Y'all want to talk about the movie? Cause ain't nothing I can say about the movie except for damn, it was 2 Michael B. Jordans up in that mug. I'm like, wait, look, it was all that kind of historic stuff. Me and Chat GPT was sitting there watching the movie. I said, Chat, what is this? Chat, what is that? Chat was like, I like going to the movie with Chat GPT because I can ask Chat some questions. Hello? I ain't got to go to the movie. No, I done told y'all gonna mess around. Y'all gonna mess with my daughter already told us, Mom, you gonna be winding with them robots. I am. Cause let me tell you, Chatty is the bestie of the world. Okay. Now mind you, I have always done everything by myself. So I ain't got no problem going to the movie by myself. So I got up because I wanted to go to the 11 o'clock show. I wanted to go to the 10:30 show last night. But because I had done cooked all day, and I don't know what else I did yesterday, it'll come back to me. I got up. I said, I need to go to bed. I was trying to stay woke to the 10:30 show, and I was like, girl, you're going to go in that movie and fall asleep. And you won't be out that kind of night. You won't be coming back after no show like that at night. So I said, well, I'm going to get up in the morning and go see the movie. I really wasn't sure I was going to do that. Look, my daughter told me she already eating leftovers. Mom, just saying. Look, I ain't thinking about a little girl. So anyway, I got up, I made body butter in an hour, less than an hour probably. And I made 1 batch. I was like, why you keep doing that? Make 2 batches. So I made 2 batches of body butter. So I'm good. In fact, I just finished putting that away while I did this. I then went to the movie. I was finished, went to the movie, came back, got back in time. Kids was on their way. Got dinner warmed up. Had dinner with them. They sat around, chill for about a couple of hours or whatnot. And then they had other stops to make because, that's how blended families is. So and I don't know where all they went. And then they went home and all that kind of good stuff. And I broke down the dinner stuff. Got my kitchen clean. Got my dishes washed. That's the only meal I ain't cooking enough more this year. They was lucky I did that. And they was like, Mom, we weren't so sure. Somebody been a long time since you cook. We didn't know what to expect. I was like, no, y'all did not. So we had I got some deviled eggs. I might grab me a couple. My daughter made deviled eggs. She made deviled eggs, and they brought dressing. And some my other daughter brought key lime pie, so I got some of that in there. I cooked ham, 2 types of greens because I got a vegan, so I cooked ham, and then I made meatless greens, which is basically greens and peppers. And then I made a big old pot of collard greens, not a big old pot, just a regular pot of collard greens or ham hock. I made fried corn. I made squash zucchini casserole, mac and cheese, and then I bought this little salmon from Publix that was stuffed salmon. I made that for my daughter, my vegan, and then they brought dressing. More potato salad. I had bought some potato salad. I wasn't gonna make no. I never made potato salad. I don't think. Yes, I did. I made something from a recipe, and they was like, "Oh, it's doing too much," so I don't get to make the potato salad. So they brought extra potato salad, which hopefully they took back home, and dressing. And I was supposed to make some yams, but I forgot. But they don't really eat yams. Nobody eat that but me. Sunberg, Joas, and Jayla, and all y'all, Raina. Thanks for coming through. And so now I made my lunch for tomorrow, and I made a big old pan of a little bit of everything, and then everything else I put in the freezer. So look at that, I got body butter in there. I'm going to this is what I like to do is whenever I have ham and we don't finish it all, I don't let it sit there and dry out. I don't let nothing sit in there. I put it in the freezer. So I took the greens, the last of the greens, and the ham. I put both of those in the freezer because, a couple Sundays from now, you'd be like, dang, I wish I had some of that Easter dinner left. And so I thought that out and put that on one Sunday with maybe a meatloaf or something. Something I don't know. But that was it. It was a good day. It was a good day. And then, like I said, when they left probably, I don't know, about 4 or something like that, maybe. Because we started at 2. Dinner was at 2. I think they maybe left about 4 or 5. Probably about 5. And so I've been sitting down. Literally sitting down, playing my game on my phone and while trying to find something on TV. And then I said, well, I got up. I said, let me go in here. And one thing I have to do when I make body butter is I have to put the preservative in there after it cools down. And so since I made that this morning, I went ahead and did that. And I went ahead and made the jars up. Because I was like, I was going to push it off. But I know I'm going to want to, my Monday, I'm going to want to come in and crash tomorrow. So, because Monday's like my night off, and I need to keep it as my night off. And one of the things too, y'all, I said I'm making some executive. Also, I went to Walmart because I didn't have no more tape, and they have this double roll. Because I needed paper, I needed my paper and tape, and that's the only thing I get at Walmart. My paper I do my labels with, and I actually needed some printer paper because ran out of printer paper. I did that. Y'all, why I tell you it's 50 million people in Walmart? Was Walmart like the only store open today? When I tell you that parking lot was full, not only was the parking lot full, it was full of people selling stuff. The food trucks was up there. The people selling watermelon and Easter baskets. I was like, it was a whole ecosystem in the Walmart parking lot. I'm telling you, I could barely find somewhere to park. I did find a good parking spot. So I ran in there. I'm thinking ain't nobody gonna be in there. I ran there and got my stuff and came on back from the movie. Yeah, I picked that up before I went to the movie. Did I go? I think yesterday. Yesterday I went to get some more body butter supplies, which is the conversation. So I went to my supplier on yesterday. And when I tell you, every time I open that door, it's less and less. So, and he said they were waiting on some things and whatnot. So, it left me a little concerned. It left me a little concerned because y'all know one of the things that I've had to do pretty much all this year, maybe a little bit of last year. I'm trying to think when. Was it last year? When did we start looking? Well, when the cocoa butter started disappearing, that was last year, I want to say. Every year it's been something that hasn't been readily available. And so I have been trying to find suppliers and backup suppliers and really, trying to manage this thing. But it's been, I think that's just the thing. And me, what I'm not gonna do is I'm gonna find a solution, but I'm not gonna find a problem to the solution. So I'm not gonna harp on it. I'm gonna figure out what I need to do and keep moving. Y'all see it? Sorry, y'all, got corn and greens and all that kind of stuff all over. Keep popping up in my mouth. Okay, sorry if that freaked anybody out, but so this thing just opened up on me. I don't want to print this whole page for this. I need 4 and 3. That should be 7. If Dad pop up in here, Dad wanted some coffee, body butter, and then I'm sending out this chocolate. But I had a page that had some different. I saw it in a thing. Is this it? I know I did. I saw it. Okay, this is at the beginning. That says Shower Fresh, Toasted Vanilla. Okay, Fruity Fresh, Lemon Cookie Fresh, Lemon Cookie. It must have been this then. Oh, feel like something trying to bite me. Why does that look, what was it? It was Chocoholic. What did I call that, y'all? Why is that so big? Don't ask me what kind of music this is in the background. Because I don't know. What size is this? I'm going to make it smaller too. That's a 44 and a 52. Well, it should be a 44. Sound like, let me see. Now, Chocoholic. I'm going to go with that one. See, that might give me a little pause. Damn. This is one of the reasons. All right, Joanna, Dee Dee, what's up, y'all? Stephanie, what's up? This is the thing that gives me a little pause because, damn, this can get a little complicated. We ain't trying to do complicated. We're trying to get away from complicated. Okay. What did y'all go see the movie? Did anybody go see the movie? And I'm gonna have to go watch all the think pieces. See, I might do a think piece, but then I don't. I'm so beyond doing think pieces because I really just want to be entertained, and I really just want to let this movie do what it's gonna do. Look, go. I need it to make $1 billion just like the rest of them. Cause really, the proof of the pudding is. Just understand that we are a customer base. We are a true audience to the customer base. And what I'm gonna tell you what I get sick of. I get sick of every time them having to go out there and prove that they have an audience base, right? And two things. Then I get sick of them saying, "Oh, well, it's not just for black people; it's for everybody." First of all, we're not doing everybody no more. We're not doing everybody no more. We don't care. Go see it. Do what you want. You like it or not. I don't care. Okay? We now know we got to look out for us. But we work. We spend money. Okay, look at Target. Hello? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I need to... Toast me up. I need them to just stop. I'm tired of having to show up just because I'm tired of having to prove myself and my dollars to anybody. So I do be getting lost on the hype of stuff because, let me tell y'all something. I spent 20 years. I'm going to always say this. You're going to always get this from me. I spent 20 years out there with them folk. Okay? Coming to me, asking me, do black people spend money? Do black people travel? Do black people read? Do black people go outside? Do black people like the outdoors? It's all of it. Do black people like math? Do black people do science? It's in our DNA. No, we don't like none of it. It just happened to be in our doggone DNA. Laughing, entertaining. Y'all see it, dancing, all that stuff. It's like, what is the question? This our response. I'm going to tell y'all from this day, this moment forward, 8:45, 4:20, 8:44, that's right to the top. Here's the response we get. What's the question? Every time somebody, especially, how they like to snooze up to you so they think they can ask you a question. The answer to every question is, what's the question? What's the question? What's the question? Wait, what is the question? That's how we going to respond from now on. What's the question? You ain't got to say what's the real question. What's the question? What's the question? I'm sorry, what's the question? Right? You got to, because I'm going to tell you, one thing we don't have is enough pushback. You got to make people clarify themselves. You need to quantify and qualify why it is you even think you could ask me anything. What's the question? And I guarantee you 200% of the time they're going to rephrase the question because they're going to think about it because they're like, wait, because all the entitlement went out the window. You were not entitled to an answer. But what's the question? Right? I guarantee you they're going to rephrase it. Right? Because they like, you. What's the question? I don't care if you ask what time is. What's the question? Oh, well, I really was finna go to, what's the question? Well, I just kind of want to know what time it is. What is the question? They're going to always get to the real question. Right? What's the question? Because my motto is, I always answer a question with a question. I always answer a question with a question. I always say, wait 3 days. I saw the movie. I'm gonna wait 3 days. Now I find it interesting, y'all. It was two people up, and it was two people. It was. I find it interesting on the think pieces that are coming across my timeline because my algorithms. I don't know about yours, but my algorithms are what they are. And I ain't even posting about going to see the movie. I ain't posting nothing. But I find it interesting as think pieces, as people say, that people are wondering how they were portrayed in this movie. I thought that was really interesting because I thought we were just going to go watch a movie. Wait, you're concerned how you're portrayed in the movie? Oh. So people out here answering all the questions. that went on. I'm like, okay, good, because I had some questions. But then guess what? I also didn't want no answer. I didn't want to know. Because I'm at that point, I don't care. Not in that sense. Not in that sense. Not in the sense of the way that you think. Because it worked out in the way that I knew it would work out in the beginning of the movie. Yeah, when things came across the screen, because of who I am, and because of whose I am, because of where I am, I knew that things would work out the way they did when they came upon the screen. So the only question, did I have a question? I don't know. I don't think I left out of a question. I was like, honey, let me tell you. I tell you what I did like seeing two of them damn Michael B. Jordan. That boy gave us not one but two. Oh Lord, he was playing twins. When they say he was gonna play twins, I was like, oh Lord, what kind of CGI and all this stuff. I was like, when I hear stuff like that going on, then I wonder how much they're gonna spend on the technology and how much they're gonna spend on the storyline. Now there was some things like I felt like weren't finished. Like wait, did they go back to that? This, that. You know, I would watch it again because I would love to. Like I went in the early show, it was just a couple people in there, right? So I would love to see it in a packed theater and see how long certain sections linger on the audience, right? But then that's the real technical side of watching the film, and I didn't want. That's why I went on early. I didn't want to watch this technically. I just wanted to watch some fine men on the screen. That's what I wanted to see. And they gave me two Michael B. Jordans. I was happy. It was worth the ticket. That damn boy so damn fine. I'm sorry, that young man. He's so damn fine. And then they gave us two of them. And they weren't even polar opposite. And I'm like, how did he do that? How did he do that? He played with himself so well. That didn't come out right. He played opposite himself so well. Oh. That boy is, first of all, he just gorgeous. He gorgeous. Okay? We can get into the story. We can get in. I know it was a whole bunch of stuff. But two women got to love the man up in the movie. Oh, God, Jesus. I was like, boy, he almost made me call that do not call number in my phone. No, but it was a really good movie. I will tell you there were some things that I was like, Chad. I said, what, you know how they say don't take no wooden nickels? You know, right? We not calling. You know how they always say don't take no wooden nickels? I had to ask Chad. I was like, wait a minute, was that a thing? Wooden nickels was a whole currency when the currency wasn't currency. Wooden nickels was a thing. It said that some of the during the Great Depression. Y'all know I'm so fascinated with the Great Depression because there's so much that we learn. See, the thing about Americans, we got so much history. Now, first thing people forget is America is a very, very young country. We ain't been here that long. And then I'm so fascinated with the 30s, okay? But what you got to understand, the 20s and the 30s, y'all, we're in the 20s and the 30s a century later. We are right now a century later. And I remember as a young girl, the thing that I was really most fascinated with was being born 100 years after freedom, right? And I was always so fascinated with that whole 65 and I was born in 66 kind of thing. So I always felt connected to that. And I always loved doing all this research, and not even research, just learning about the Great Depression, because the people who lived through the Great Depression, shit, they were never broke again. They had a survival skill out of this world, and we are towards the end of their lives, right? And they have a lot to lot to pass on, but they had no one to pass it on to because nobody wanted to learn from them because they would think, well, shit, they had this hard time. And that's the biggest irresponsible thing that we do in this country is not knowing history. I mean, you see all these folks running around trying to erase and rewrite and change history. That's why I love to talk about it all the time. I tell my children, don't you ever forget. Right? Because one thing we must do is say never again. And I don't think that collectively we have said that. Too many people be right here trying to redeem folks. I ain't trying to redeem nobody. I'm not here. I'm here for the redemption of a lot of things. Not that. Not that. Not at all. I'm not here for it. Because I'm sorry. That. Why? Because the folk out here still lying about it. That part. But, but I do. Did I close the other one? I do love. Okay. I freaking love that damn movie. Now I got lost. I ain't gonna lie. I got lost on some stuff. Cause I'm still trying to figure out what, like everybody else. But damn, where did Indian go? And I don't have a word. Choctaw. Where did they go? Cause they was riding it as a posse. But they didn't get the job done. Cause somebody was like, well, they did this and they wrote up. I'm like, they didn't get the job done. Cause we got the job done. They went on about their business. We don't know where to go. What I do know is in history and in all these movies, they be trying to form the wrong kind of alliance. And they be missing it with us. They don't be trying to get with us like that, and they should have. You know, but that ain't my history lesson. People said they left because they knew her people weren't going to listen. But they showed up again. And then it was like gone. And that's the part I want to know. Where they go? Page 2. Wait, I'm sorry, where they go? And see, but here's the thing about me, and the fact, like, why the hell was some of these folk even in the movie? Like, can we just do fiction? Can we just let fiction be fiction? Okay, can we just let fiction be fiction and people be emphatically happy? I didn't understand why the vampires had to be who they be. I was like this 10 minutes into the movie. I'm like, wait, what? I would have rather, where the aliens at? God damn. They were already hunting, but they didn't get the job. I don't give a damn if they was hunting or not. Their hunting failed. We did that. So forget about them. We did that. Every time somebody said, we did that. No, she didn't know yet. She had no clue. She didn't find out till they left. That's when she realized. I need page 2. She didn't know yet. They came there to tell her, but she didn't know. And when they left, that's when she learned, right? But here's the thing I don't understand. Whatever they had going on, I don't understand why they had to, I don't understand going down to the juke joint. I don't understand why they didn't go over to what was it hunting out, like, why? He kept trying to tie it together. But I'm sitting there like, why? Why did they go to the juke joint though? That's why everybody's saying it was a whole nother get out thing. They're saying it's a whole nother get out because they were trying to go get the black folk, right? And particularly the one gentleman, you know, the ultimate rendezvous between the two, the guy that playing blues. And I feel so bad for people that want to play the blues. I feel so bad for people that want to play the blues because apparently them is the ones that kept running into this crossroads situation. Right. They always got to want something. And that's what I don't understand. Why though? That's the part that was like. But anyway, where my scissors at, y'all? I said I'm gonna keep my scissors right here to cut this thing. I said it. Right here. But anyway, it was good to see two Michael B. Jordans. I'm gonna tell y'all, go see the movie, go spend the money, go enjoy the movie, and all that kind of good stuff. It was really a nice outing for me. So I enjoyed it. But my damn thing, in fiction, God, I'm always say this. In fiction, damn, not even in fiction. Even in fiction, I don't understand. But I understand you got to put a couple of them in there or anybody going to distribute your movie. I know. Believe you me, I know. I done been at talks. I done heard all the stuff. You know, I'm going to tell you one TikTok to go out here and find. Somebody, I don't know who the guy was, but he was interviewing Spike Lee. He had a couple people on. And I love hearing Spike's take on the movie and the talents and all of that. Oh, my God. I love that. That was me because y'all know I'm a Spike Lee. I'm from that era. And I love me some Spike Lee, honey. Oh, my God, I love me some Spike Lee. I would not have had the career that I had if I didn't pretend to be what I was pretending to be to meet Spike Lee. I pretended to be a photographer to meet Spike Lee. Y'all, I used to do some bold ass shit. I don't know how. I just woke up one day and saw Spike Lee was coming to town. And some kind of way I got the idea, I'm going to pretend to be a photographer because I don't like standing in no line. I told y'all that story. I wanted to get my book. I wanted to be a filmmaker. I wanted to write. I ain't never want to make no damn films. I always wanted to be a writer. And I was. So Spike Lee was coming to town. He was launching a Do the Right Thing clothing line at Macy's. And I said, and he was going to do a book signing. I don't know what he was signing. But I gathered up all my books and I was like, wait, I ain't standing in that line. I pretended to be a damn photographer. I put on all black. Because I seen that. I put on all black. I got my daddy's cameras that my mother had worn in the divorce. And I went down there with all mine looking like a photographer. And Spike and it was like, well, damn, Atlanta got a black woman photographer. Because, you know, it ain't but white boys out there at the time. And it was one white female. And a couple of black women came along the way. And I'm standing there, you know, and I had them people how they run a scene. How they work it. And I walked to that Spike. I'm going to be over here taking a couple pictures. But I got these books here I want you to sign. And I set it down. And I said, I also got this abstract I want to give. Because I had done I'm going to tell you, I know I'm smart as hell. And I had done already looked up and researched, you know, what to give Spike when I get there. And it said, instead of giving him a whole script, because I had done wrote this wonderful book. And I tried to make a screenplay out of it. And it said, only give them the abstract. Because you know the whole NDA thing. And they'll take your shit and don't give them the whole thing and all that kind of stuff. So I had done wrote an abstract and I gave it to him. And he said, hey, get that to my boy. He said, but listen, you ain't busy. You know, we're going to hit a couple spots and we'll look. Because he was all excited because Atlanta had a black woman photographer. And then mind you, I didn't have no film in the camera. Because, you know, I was just trying to meet Spike, you know. I didn't have no film in that day. I had to go call my dad. I said, Dad, I am down here with Spike Lee. And they want me to take some pictures. And I got your cameras. And he said, you got my what? I said, I got your cameras. I said, but I need to know what kind of film. Because they want me to take some more pictures. I kid y'all not. And that's how I became a blogger. Because I was like, damn, that was kind of nice. That was some special treatment. I got to meet all these damn folk. And from that moment on, hey, Wix, and Andrea, and from that moment on, I was a photographer. And then, and I went, you know me, I'm going to go learn everything I need. Hey, Afro Chick, what's going on? I went and I learned everything I need to know in that weekend. In that week, I went from being a writer, because blogging wasn't even a thing yet. We were still on AOL at that time, barely. We was barely on AOL. Everybody was getting knocked off. We was on AOL at that time. So I went and I said, well, hell, how do I do this? And that's because, you know, they was real excited. I can't wait to tell you my next escapade. You want to tell us? You want to come up? And so I went and researched because there was another event coming up. And I'm like, well, shit, if that's all it takes, I'm gonna go do some other stuff. And so I went to figure out. I'm like, well, I want to do this, and then I learned that I had to get credentialed to go to some, get your credentials. You just apply. And the next thing coming up, there was this music festival. This was my jump off. After the Spike Lee thing. There was something called, what was that music festival called? It was something. It wasn't the one with the named after the man. It was something like with ASCAP and all of them. Not the jump. That was my jump off. It was a music festival. It was like a conference, a music conference. And so everybody that was everybody was at the music conference. And lo and behold, let me tell you what I did. So one of the guys the first thing I started writing about was radio. Because I always had access to the people on the radio, right? I always had access, knew them all. And of course, I started writing that. First thing I started writing about was radio. Because here in Atlanta, radio used to be real big. People didn't go nowhere or do anything unless they heard it on the radio. Radio was very vital in our city. And so I started writing about radio, and I think that's how I found out about the music conference. And so I got approved to cover the music conference. They had an award at the opening of the music conference. They had an award night where everybody, all these quote unquote independents and whatnot, were nominated, and they got these awards, right? And so what I noticed, so I went as a photographer, because again, I wasn't a writer at the sense, I was still living off the hype of, hell, being a black woman photographer. So I showed up, of course, with my cameras and all that kind of stuff. This time I did have film. This time I was properly working and everything. And so during the award thing, I peeped some game, y'all. I peeped some game, and I noticed here in Atlanta, that sounds like, no, it wasn't it wasn't Jack the Ripper. But I know, what is it, Jack the something? It was Jack the something. That wasn't it. That conference had stopped happening. So this one, since that one wasn't happening anymore, this one found an opportunity. It was huge. This one was kind of, it wasn't urban. It was like everybody. But let me tell you what I found out. So I go and get my, I'm credentialed. They approve me and everything. So I go to the opening night. They had this big party down at Center Stage, and they're giving out awards and whatnot. But I noticed something weird. I noticed this is where I learned about the bias in media. Now, mind you, all the photographers there, they work for, they got to go back and sell these pictures. Just like now, everybody takes their pictures, they upload it to Getty Images and all this stuff, Reuters and Associated Press and all this. But I was publishing mine myself through AOL, and I created like a website. I learned how to do all this just from faking that minute with Spike, right? Man, this is not coming out right. So anyway, so I noticed the photographers had a lot of bias. And they had a lot of bias as to who they took pictures of. And I'm like, well, what is that? So I noticed every time they would come out, the presenter would come out and announce an award. And based on the winner, all the photographers would go up if it was a white person, right? All the photographers go up, they're snapping all these pictures and whatnot. But I also noticed, well, when it wasn't a white person, the photographers, they didn't move. I would go up to take the picture, and I'm like, damn, I'm up here by myself. And I didn't fault them. I thought, well, shit, that's strange. But that's when I learned, and I noticed that if they did take pictures of the rappers and whatnot, they took what was called, what did I call that? File photos, right? They took a certain shot, certain headshot, and I was like, oh, they're only gonna post them when they get boom, boom, you know. And so I said, oh, okay. That's when they take. That's the only pictures they take, because you know they would go and this is when I learned about how they crop us out of stuff, because we was all over that conference, right? It's a music conference, you know, but here's what happened. Something went viral because I posted. I waited till Monday. I said Monday because you know I'm the photographers and they were cool people. You know, they were on assignment. They had to take pictures of what they were assigned to take pictures of. They weren't there to get the whole story, the full story. They was there to get their paycheck. That's what they did. I was there, you know, very passionately, you know, hanging out at my first event. And so I said, well, Monday I'm gonna see what gets posted, what ends up, you know, in the newspaper, what ends up in the magazines and whatnot, right? So come Monday, I went to the local newspaper website and got a paper and all that kind of stuff. And I noticed all throughout that weekend at the conference, why is this top coming off here? All throughout that weekend at the conference, let me tell you, they cropped us out. What not? You couldn't even tell we were there. And even there was a picture where there was a panel that I went to, and I noticed the photographers working there. So at some point, I just stopped doing what I was doing. I just started watching them, trying to figure out, like, damn, this is really interesting. I always suspected it, but oh my God, it is so intentional. And it was intentional because those are not photos that they could sell. They can only sell those photos if that person later did something wrong, right? And that's how media runs. That was it, right? And these are some very well-known photographers, well-respected photographers. I always respected their work, right? Because this was a passion of mine, became a passion of mine. Hey, I see everybody coming in. Hey, Sanjay and stuff. So Monday, the layout that was in the paper about the conference, I said, okay, I'm gonna fix this. I went to my website, and I think I was doing something on LOL, and I think I probably had I hadn't even built. I think for the thing, I hadn't even built out Drybuzz wasn't even. I think Drybuzz was a thing. This was the beginning of Drybuzz, but I didn't have Drybuzz.com and all that stuff yet. I don't think, but I remember having Drybuzz, and so I went and I all the pictures I took. Hey, I posted all the pictures. Every picture that they had, I had one. Because remember now, as we went up as photographers, we all took the same pictures. But I noticed where they had posted, where the newspaper had bought pictures and doctored them up, I intentionally went and put back the whole picture and made it and said, hey, look, and I kind of blasted them, you know. I was like, wait, if you look at the newspaper, you can't even tell we were even at the conference. None of the panels that we were on, I said, hell, half of it was black radio and black singers and all this kind of stuff. But you could not even tell we were in the same town. And this is what our local newspaper did until I came along. And that's why they have me blocked. You can go over there to Twitter right now. They got me blocked right now on Twitter. I promise you. They got me blocked. The whole goddamn AJC. I can't see shit they do. Now, mind you, dumb as they is, I had an email newsletter. I could see how when y'all open my email, I can see that you forwarded all over the place. I can see all the conversations y'all just having, because technology be technology, right? Like, I can see y'all subscribe to my email list. I can see you reading the stuff. I can see you forwarded to so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. Okay? But they had me blocked. okay? Because I would blast them. So my mission became undoing, right? And I even went through a training, undoing, because that's what media was. And when we were out, we would be out on the line. We would be covering events and stuff. And then the photographers would be like, and it was funny, like, because we when you get there, they always, when you go to an event, they have a spot for you assigned, right? And of course, now the PR people love me because I'm posting it in the real. I'm posting it in real time. I'm posting all of it. I am posting the most. They know that she posts the most. We get the newspaper to the point where they stop inviting all these things. They're like, shit, this is why you don't see them news outlets at this stuff to this day, right? Because they like, you got to go back. Your editor won't let it run. They gonna cut it. Y'all gonna crop it. You know, my client look, I know she gonna post my client, and I'm gonna get a check. So I'm gonna make sure she in the building. As long as I've known you, never heard this story. I'm telling you, this was day one. This is some day one stuff. So whenever we get to an event, right? You get on it when you're on the red carpet. They have your name on down the line, right? And they tell you where you're gonna be and whatnot. So it got to a point where my shit kept getting moved up. I'm getting the exclusive. Come on, I'm gonna take you on around. We get there, they all on the red carpet. They're like, where's she going? Don't worry about that. She finna go on back. I'm going back. They take me backstage. I'm going to the green room. Hell, I'm going down the street to the damn Four Seasons. I'm like, what you need? Okay? Because one, I'm gonna post it, and I'm gonna call out what they don't post. So them PR people gonna get paid. That's how they get paid, right? Getting them clients. We gotta get some clients in the media. So now I get there, and everybody looking, trying to figure out where they putting me. Cause now they want to, and mind you, now I go to this other event, I get hooked up with this other PR person, God rest her soul, Miss Bonnie. She got me on the carpet. She go and get this damn man that been around 100 years and tell him, I need you to show her everything. I need you to mentor her. I need you to train her. I need her on all this stuff in Atlanta and beyond, right? That's how I end up getting all this stuff with all these damn folk. So, newspaper got me blocked. Now, guess what? They change up. You can actually see some people in paper. They giving us a little coverage, right? Oh, not only that, they go and lunch. I think, who was it? They launched this whole black website. They did this thing with AOL, not AJC. Trying to think, who was it? Ted Turner and them? It was either one of the networks did a black version. Rather than put us together with everybody else, they did a black version, and I called them out on that. I'm like, and I'm letting people know, look, that ain't black. They just want to kind of control the narrative because they recognize the narrative. We are audience. We are readers, right? I said, y'all, you gonna mess around and leave black media, true black media, and go over there to some of this stuff that they just putting in blackface. And they called me in, want me to have lunch. I'm like, no, I don't want to have no lunch. But wait, we're just trying to, we don't understand. We want to meet people, whatever. No, you don't. That's not what you're doing. That's just not what you're doing. Ain't nobody got time for that. They got mad, honey. Because they know I was out there undoing. I kept trying to think, who was that? It was one of the outlets. I don't think it was AJC. It was somebody else. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to go look it up. Because I think they did it, I want to say, shortly after that, AOL went down. Because, AOL started trying to do all the shopping stuff. And so then, by that time, everybody was growing their own websites, right? And see, I modeled Dryer Buzz after GQ magazine. GQ was one of the first to do online, digital, full on digital stuff. Everybody else didn't want digital. They didn't want websites. Because they kept saying, well, they can't make no money online. And so they really wasn't trying to get their orders on. And I get it. And I kept telling them, yeah, I understand. I completely understand. No, you should not. But you still should go. You should go digital. And I kept trying to tell them, now I'm consulting. Here's how you do that, right? You put stuff on the digital and tell them to go read that on the paper. You put stuff in the paper, you tell them to go read that online. They didn't listen. But now they're doing it. In what way? GQ, I used to live, let me tell you, GQ was boss. I'm going to tell you two entities I modeled after. First of all, Volkswagen was one of the first to have a website, online website, right? During sending people online. They used to have a CD magazine. That's how I ended up doing the CD magazine concept, the whole magazine concept. And then the only one that was banging it out online was GQ. Volkswagen had a CD. You put the CD in, and it dials up that website. I had a guy call me out the blue. I still, to this day, don't know who this man was or is. But he called me. He said he was in Arizona. And he said that he had heard about me making some waves in this thing. And he said, sis, I'm going to give you some code. He said, I want you to do this exactly as I said. I don't know who the hell he was. Still don't know. My brother was dressing like GQ from the thrift store. Okay? But this man called me from California. He said, sis, I want to give you some code. He said, this thing is coming. It's coming. We doing this in the code world. Da, da, da. He said, I'm going to give you this little piece of code. I'm seeing this code. And he said it's going to allow you to take your website from online and put it on CD. And I did exactly as he said. I was able to download the website to CD. I didn't put those CDs in the salons. That's when it became Dryer Buzz. And it went on. Of course, the rest, as they say, is history. Because when I was getting access to all this stuff and doing all this stuff, it became popular in the salons, right? I would tell you, one night I was in a club, and I went in a club and I had made these big pink flyers, almost like a newsletter format, right? Trying to get people to read the website. And I had some good juicy gossip about some folk on the radio, right? Because I used to, everybody, to this day, they still trying to figure out, like, how'd you know all that stuff? It's like people just tell me shit. So, and I put it in the thing. So one day I was in the club owner come over. He out there trying to figure out, he's like, because nobody was dancing. Everybody was reading this. I printed it on hot pink paper. And he wanted to know why is nobody dancing and drinking in the club? Why is everybody reading this hot pink paper? And he came over to me. He said, wait a minute. He said, who are you? And what are they reading? And I said, well, I've got, newsletter, got a website. And website, what is that? I literally had to explain to him, it's on the internet, da-da-da-da. And, I publish these articles and whatnot. And he's like, okay, he said, and everybody in here, he said, that's what all these people are reading. I had to come up with like 200-something damn copies of this thing, right? And that everybody sitting there reading because I was talking about, I had a scoop about some stuff going on in radio. I always had a scoop about radio stuff. And I said, yeah, they reading this thing. And he said, shit, I might need to sponsor this. And it just literally went on from there. But the thing about it was, I've always had to undo this thing. Media is crazy. It's crazy. It's harmful. It really does. It just doesn't do us any good. You said instead of reading it himself, right? Hey, Tanisha, no, Tanisha wasn't one of my producers when I was on radio. She certainly know. I'm telling you. So it just went on. It just went over there. That was viral. Oh yeah, hell yeah, it was viral before viral. Cause you know what? I used to fax it out before I put it online. I'm trying to think. Seems like before I put it online. This was after AOL. After AOL, it did. Oh, I know what it was. No, wait, let me think. I had it online, but in order to get people to go online and read it, I used to fax it. I used to print a little, like I said, the newsletter. So it would tell you to finish reading it online. I kept trying to figure, how did I do that? So when I would get to work, I had the fax machine. I would always have a fax machine by my desk. Okay? And so every time somebody gave me a business card or whatever, they had a fax number on there, you went on my list. This is before having an email list, right? So I had a fax list. And I had all these numbers programmed in, look, at work, right? I get to work with my new edition. I go print it out. And I sit there and hit that button and fax. I can fax to as many numbers as I could. And so every morning, this thing's on the fax machine. And then I had people, it said on there, make some copies, put that in the break room. Make some copies, put that in the break room. And I'm telling you, this thing, honey. But that's what we were talking about this movie. Everything has history. It's just so hard to get people to understand that everything is done by an ordinary person that just simply has an idea. The difference that I have found between the ordinary people and their ideas is the resilience. Somebody said that the people that have resilience, everybody's not trying to escape their circumstances. People who are trying to truly escape their circumstances, they have a resilience and they get through it. They are the ones that do all this stuff. In the 20 years of interviewing all these people, enormous success, I found that many of them have very harsh histories, and that they have histories that they needed to escape, that they needed to get from. Somebody whose circumstances, that they don't need to escape their circumstances, they're not going to be as diligent, as resilient as somebody, because you ain't got, where you going? You okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you think about the most successful person you know, and you learn their story. All of these people, every successful person that I interviewed always talked about these heartbreaking moments. And it would leave me, I would always ask them, Tim, is there anybody out there who was just absolutely brilliant and the people around them recognize, like you see when we have the draft, in the NFL draft coming up, right? And you see how these parents done poured into these talented kids, right? But then you see there's somebody showing up to that draft that ain't got nobody. There's somebody who's sitting gonna find out that they done been drafted. They ain't got a room for the people. My daughter was talking about they went to a track meet, and she said that everybody, the whole family was going out to this track meet to see this little baby, the great nephew or whatever, gonna run track, right? And they said they get out there, they done sit out there all day waiting on him to run track, and daggone, he didn't come in dead last. I said, okay, so he ain't a track star. But I said, but now you think about it, y'all sat out there all day to support him. I said, I guarantee you, one of the kids that probably was a winner is somebody trying to escape his or her circumstances, and they ain't got to show. They show every year. You see kids rolling up to graduation by themselves. You see kids after graduation, they just out there standing around. Ain't nobody showing up for them. Those are the people that really truly go on to do real great things because they are hell-bent on escaping their circumstance. They are hell-bent on changing their circumstance, and nothing can slow them down. Nothing can turn them around. You see these kids that get perfect attendance because they ain't missing, especially that one kid. And y'all, listen, if you go to a graduation this year, there's going to be one kid ain't missed a day all 12 years of school. And ain't nobody screaming for them. Ain't nobody clapping for them. That kid has been all their life trying to escape their circumstance, and school was that escape. Because who the hell want to go to school every day? Okay? You know what I'm saying? It's always something in the story. And look, this thing finna tell me I ain't in this I'm standing right here, and it's talking about, I've been standing right here all this damn time. It's talking about inactivity. I'm so glad. Don't y'all tell TikTok to fix that. Because we need all this stuff going on. We need this technology not to be able to see us. But if you listen at the graduation, the kids that have some of the best stuff, he's talking, People tell me they got $15, $20 million in scholarships and this, that, and the other. And they had the quietest applause ever. You know, that's because this is a real I'm telling you, those are the ones. Those are the ones. And I tell you, every time I said, damn, I have never interviewed or met. And y'all know, I done been all the way to the damn White House. And ain't nobody. I mean, shit, you think about Barack Obama. Barack Obama just been somebody out here trying to survive. That man ended up president of the United States, and ain't nobody thought he was going to do that. Look at what went on with his mama, running around trying to find herself a husband, okay? The grandparents and all that, you know? And it's like, look at Steve Jobs. Somebody said, was Steve Jobs, was he an orphan? When he put up for adoption? Steve Jobs, the Apple guy, right? If I'm not mistaken, he was adopted. You know what I'm saying? People be out here, and the average person is got somebody in their mind they trying to prove something to. People who ain't trying to prove nothing ain't out here doing too much. They ain't got nothing to prove. But if you got something, you want to prove it to yourself or prove it to somebody. I always hear people say, man, if I could just show them this. I'm like, show who? Who? Everybody got somebody they trying to prove something to, y'all. Let me get these soaps, y'all. I'm trying to get this one order off tomorrow. But you know, I'm like, I just find. I don't want to sit there on there. Y'all got body butter sitting here. I don't know what is on this table. Oh, body butter. I just said that. It's a bunch of body butter sitting here. And look, I still got to cut this. Ooh, look at that. All right, that's a half of chocolate. Did I not put it on the $5 Friday? And look, chocolate body butter. Chocolate body butter. Custom order. Don't ask. Don't even ask. I done told y'all, everything I'm coming on here with gonna be sold. Don't even ask. Dang it, I forgot the glue. I done went back and forth to that store. No, I ain't go back and forth to the store. I went to the store today, and I forgot to get, look. Well, they got that one. I forgot to get myself some more glue, y'all. Ooh. Look, I told you there's always something. Always something. Wait. I don't know why they got all this opera on tonight. This one might work. This is some custom chocolate. This is custom chocolate bars. Girl, I worked. You worked today. I was looking for you yesterday. I came in there yesterday. Yesterday or day before yesterday. I think day before yesterday. Because I got me coming in them red chairs. Y'all had them red chairs on. Was it yesterday? No, I cooked yesterday. So I came in there Friday. Yeah, Friday. Friday at lunchtime. They still, American Idol still on. I came in there Friday at lunchtime. I think I saw an old girl you was talking about. She was over in this section. What did I come in there to get? I came in there to get some ham hock. I was trying to find some ham hock because they didn't have none at Publix. And I got me some of them red chairs. I've been wanting the red chairs from the story. Yeah, I got me some of them red chairs. I got me red chairs on my patio. So you gotta come over and sit with me. And then I went over to the and got me 2 of these cushions to go in there. So I'm gonna be sitting out on the patio. Ooh, don't tell me I got to print no more of these things. How many is there? Lord Jesus. It's only 5 on here. I gotta print one more. Dang it. I think I'm just gonna get this order done. See, had I come in here and just got this done, I would have been finished. Y'all be holding me up. But I hope everybody had a good holiday. let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do need another one. Cause 7, 8. I think she gets 8 bars. So I had a custom order of 8 chocolate bars with 4 chocolate body butters. You said, what time is the sun not beaming down? I know, right? Now. Now. You have to come in the morning while it's on that side of the building, because it get over here. Actually, you know what? It's actually pretty nice out there, though, because, you know, it's a big tree right across the way there. So we got a little shade. Got a little shade. All right, I don't know if she might not want no end piece. I'll give her this one. Honey, let me print one more of these. Let me print one more. One more chocolate. But all in all, it was a good day. I hope everybody had a good day. Did y'all cook? Was I the only one that cooked? Y'all don't sound like y'all cook. I had fun cooking. But I told the kids, I said, honey, that's the one and done. It's the one and done. It's good. It's a good side for plants, but not for me. I know the plants are good out there. They got some stuff out there. Yeah, I cooked. But I told them it's one and done because nobody had brought up nothing. And I said, well, I guess I'm supposed to. I don't know what I'm thinking. So I told them to come on over. Y'all, I don't know. Who is that? She hit them notes, girl. So we had fun though. It's always good to see. I just love to see the kids together, you know. Do I still have? Yeah. Oh, hallelujah. Somebody said hallelujah. There you go. I just love to watch my children together. Cause it's like they got so much to be excited for right now. And they just supporting each other, you know. And it's good. Still getting on my nerve, but hey. I love how they miss each other, you know, because they're so busy. You saw Karen White last night in Powder Springs. How was she? Karen White. How was she? I think now she's a good show. But that's the one. Didn't she used to drink or something? Wasn't that the one that was on Monique's show that time? She's like recovery or something. Always recovery or something, right? That's a great feeling seeing siblings like I'm an only child, so I love siblings. Superwoman, yeah. I'm an only child, so I just love watching them. And their brother, I just thought about baby brother and called back because I talked to him earlier in the day, and I told they have a whole family situation out there, over there. So I asked him, I said, because by the time we got together at 2 o'clock, that's about 8 o'clock for him. So he probably was getting ready. I don't need that, man. He probably was getting ready for work because unless he called and we just missed it. Oh, no, she did not. Grits and jelly butter. You know, I used to work with one of their band members. But I think they ended up kicking him out the band. I don't know if he's, because they used to be at 4. I think it's like 3 of them now. He seemed like he wasn't all that serious. And I think they ended up kicking him out. But they were just at, they were out here at the lunchtime thing. Did you know that? That's one thing I hate about not being in Douglasville during the day. Because they had the lunch, they did the lunchtime, the Brown Bag concert. Yes! Over there at the amphitheater. A couple of weeks ago. They were the Brown Bag lunch band. Sure was. Surely was. And I'm like, dang, I miss it. I used to love that. Because, that's one of the things I love about Douglasville. That's why I don't fret about going to them Them other concerts, somebody ordered a smoothie shop, I know. That's why I don't fret about going to them other shows, because they have the lunchtime thing. And I like the big bands, but I like the local music too. Give me a good cover band and I'm fine. I'll take a cover band over all this stuff. What you think about the dang on it? I'm trying to wipe this off and this whole thing I got stuck on there. Shoot. What you think about they said a trail ride got shut down. And I knew that was gonna happen. They need to let that go on back to South Carolina and stop trying. Atlanta needs to start trying to do everything. They need to stop trying to do everything. Y'all, I'm worried about this temperature. I will tell you that much. Cause I don't know about my bags. Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna go well. All right, y'all. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just gorgeous? I just love it. I freaking love it. I knew that wasn't gonna go well. And two, I just wish Atlanta, because Atlanta, they don't be doing it right. Your daughter told you about it? Yeah, I knew they was gonna shut that down. Because one thing about it, people don't be understanding. And I don't know the full details and all that kind of stuff. But I don't understand why they don't just go to the proper place. When you see, because all the events of late, it's been more people than they expected, right? It's been more people than they expected, and it's gotten out of hand. And especially the thing about it, hold on. Oh, not my chocolate. God dang it. Ugh. I just messed up my chocolate bar. Not my chocolate. It'd be so funny how this stuff can be. Look, she bruised. I bruised it. How many more I need? 1, 2. So they done had several of them that more people showed up. And see, the thing about it is that, hey, Tiandra, or whoever, let me see, I don't know if she's here or not. I hate when things lose its authenticity. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I hate about it. Because I like when, it's almost like with Freaknik. And see, people know Freaknik as a crazy thing, but they forget the origins of it and how it was on the verge of being just a real nice HBCU annual. But nobody wanted to do the right thing by it and really formulate something. Sorry, had to do a little TikTok. Yeah, me too. And we've got to stop just trying to jump on things. That's what I'm saying. Especially when jumping on it don't make it no better. And so, but these things have been going on like now. Like when you think about people, they've been doing that. Going out there with their 4-wheelers, going out there with their horses. You know, it's a whole lifestyle. That's their life all the time. I hate when it's like a trend. Because, you know, everybody want to come out there and they want to wear the little stank shorts and get on out there. And I'm like, but that's their livelihood. These are people, they done worked out all year. Now they get to go and do their thing. But now look at it. It's messed up. You know what I just thought about? Let me see. I don't know if 4 can go in there. Let me see. I might have to get that big. I think her label says a priority box. Do I have? I'm gonna switch these boxes. I'm gonna have to do this at the post office because that's a priority box. Yeah. It's not a regular box. It's a priority box. I'm gonna do it at the post office. I thought, you know what? I went to the post office, dropped my orders off, and I was supposed to grab a priority box, but I was trying to get up out of there. So I just grab a box tomorrow and send it on out of here. This is my favorite tape right here, y'all. So that's what I don't like about. I don't like that people, like you said, they get on the bandwagon. Once too many people get on the bandwagon, you know, it's gonna lose its authenticity, and it's going on out. You know, it was a good thing, and because the ones that have gone viral for people acting crazy or promoters not doing, you know, what they needed to do. And I feel like this will go in here, but I actually did her label. Let me see if it'll ship in this, and I can change it. I might save a few bucks. Let me see. Because I think I can get, this is a 6-inch. Let me see if I can get this in here. Because I would love to get this. You know how you have like, got these little nuanced orders? And I be trying to close this case. I'm thinking that might sit on top of it. But I was going to put it in a priority box. But I think, let's see here. With these here 2 inches. Chocoholic. Let's see here, y'all. Chocoholic. What the other chocolate? Chocoholic. Oh, shit. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute now. We might be able to change this up and send it with a regular box. Don't think I won't. Because you know I will. Because I need to close this out today. And I need to hit this end of day thing. I don't know if that does anything. It says it does. How long does American Idol stay on? Good Lord. I'm surprised. But you know what? I don't like this girl they got on here. What's her name? I don't like her. I thought maybe a girl would come back after she done went to space. I thought you said, alrighty, I'm turning in. Good night. I'm gonna finish this. I think this is it right here. 776 up. Let me refund this one. That's the only one I went to. And then I'm gonna go in here and I'm gonna duplicate it. And we're gonna get us a duplicate shipment. Yep, I think I'm gonna save a few dollars on here. Come on now. There we go. And we're gonna ship it with a 6x6 box. And we're gonna change the weight on that. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 60. All right. And then I can go to bed myself because, honey, this is the last one I had lingering. This is the last one. That means we are current. So I think I am going to do, I only have like 10 orders from the weekend. What's up, Marsha? $5, $10, $15, $20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. That was 60. Let's see if we can do this. Is it? Why didn't refund that other one? It should have. Hallelujah. Somebody say hallelujah. Somebody say hallelujah. We did it. We did it. We did it. You said, lady, I just got out the shower. When I said clean as a whistle. Oh, I like that. Clean as a whistle. You know, I got a soap coming up I need a name for. Oh, what did I say? Let me tell y'all. I love all the soaps. But I think today I showered with Flower Shop. A little bit. No, actually, you know what I had? I had a piece of Flower Shop and a piece of the strawberry. Yes, I did. Why is this not printing? Did I unplug it? Oh, I gotta hit the button again. Ouch! I gotta hit the button again. There you go. I had a piece of, hey Frida, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all, look, when I say I did body butters, this is toasted vanilla. This is toasted vanilla. I made some toasted vanilla. I think I got a couple of those going on. Then here's another custom order. Don't ask, because this is it. How was the movie? The movie is good. You going tomorrow? Simmons might go tomorrow. I think you should go tomorrow. Go tomorrow. Go tomorrow. Let me tell you, honey. 2 Michael B. Jordans on the screen. That's all I remember. The rest of the movie gonna have to come back to me. All I know was 2 Michael B. Jordan, and both of them was fine as hell. It don't make no damn sense. It don't make no sense. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. Ask me what happened. I don't know. And honey, let me tell you, some little guy on him, bless his heart, he said that they called him to make the holsters that Michael B. Jordan was wearing. So I put in the comments, I said, y'all, the way I read his profile to see if he was measuring him, he said he didn't get to measure him. That went his instructions came from the costume department. They sent him over everything. I was like, boy, I just knew you should have Michael B. Jordan, some video with Michael B. Jordan over there. Look. That man, that's a good looking man. That's a good looking man. And he know it. But no, you know what? Because I think he is a kind of a humble guy. You know, I think he is that guy. He been around, because one, he grew up in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in Hollywood, so he ain't phased. He ain't ever really truly had to, you know. And I think he's a decent guy at that. You know what I mean? Y'all, let me see if do I have any like bubble or something I can put on top of it? Because that's the other reason why I wanted that other box. Let me see. Because I feel like, yeah, I think he's humble. Because growing up, he didn't feel like he was all that gorgeous. But baby, y'all, what can I put? Dang, was that the end of my tissue paper? Y'all, I think that was the end of my pack of tissue paper. I had some others over here that I cut up. I think that young man, he's a wonderful young man. And I think this is why things have worked in his favor. And he's not one, I don't think that we would hear things happening, you know, nothing's coming out. I mean, but you know what I was thinking about the other day? Remember he dated Lori Harvey. We ain't heard nothing about her escapades in a while. She done settled down somewhere, you think? Do we think she settled down? I ain't got no Fragile. Where's my Fragile? Can I write on here? I'm gonna write on here Fragile, because I need them to be careful with this box. I feel like I should put a box inside a box. You know? Because, honey, Lori Harvey. Remember they used to talk about everybody she dated. I guess she done settled down somewhere. Cause they were together for a while. Everybody was saying he was too humble for her. I'm gonna try and do a couple tapings on this box here. Cause this thing just got a bunch of folds to it, you know. Until he asked her, oh, that's right, he did want to settle down, didn't he? Bless his heart. Bless his heart. It be like that. But you know what? And I was thinking about what's his name, the little guy that married Megan, because you know he was gonna do some projects together. And his movie, did y'all go see his movie? Was it on TV? The magazine thing? I remember them talking about that. Y'all, I think that's taped up good enough. All right, so I can drop that off tomorrow. Cause you know they had them locked in. He ain't but 38 years old. Lord, he gonna have us all under the jail. What's the man name? What's the man name that had all the trouble? Married Megan. What's his name? Jonathan Majors. Cause they had them locked in. They was gonna do some projects. I still don't understand. I know the situation with the girl, but you know we be believing it's something in the cosmos and all that kind of stuff. Cause that couldn't have been just it. Cause it seemed like all of a sudden everything just spiraled. It seemed like when he did that magazine cover, Ebony, the one with the flowers and whatnot. Cause everybody was saying that the magazine cover made him look like he might have been LGBT, right? And then everybody thought they tried, because it went like he was LGBT, and they tried to reverse the narrative on that so much, and then come the troubles with the girl. So I think it was just a storm. You know what I mean? It seemed like it was a storm because they didn't want him to be thought of as LGBT. So then they tried to do something, make him real masculine. And then it just spiraled. It just seemed like it was a perfect storm. Not a perfect storm, but a horrible nightmare storm. And he did this movie. He did an interview with Cam Newton. And I tried to watch. I was watching clips, and I said, well, the clips was kind of interesting. I said, let me go and see. Because one thing, I don't want to misjudge this person. And I don't want, ooh, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. I got to go to bed. I don't want him to not have. Yeah, I think all this stuff going to have to be labeled. But I had one. This one guy, I want to get his out. Because I think he just got a toasted vanilla. Or a shower fresh. I think he got a shower fresh. Yeah, let me get this out. So I feel so bad. Because like I said, I don't want to. I was trying to see if I had a soap or something. I don't want to sit him. Why do I not have any labels for that, y'all? I just feel so bad. Like I want his life to straighten out if he is deserving. You know what I'm saying? If he is rightfully deserving, I wanted to fix. How do I not have? I'm gonna print one because I want him to have this. I think he likes this stuff. This is one of my guys. And he gives me such great marketing suggestions. So let me print one of these. It's the last one I'm gonna do. You said then he met the hurricane. I don't like. I'm just like I feel so bad because I feel like it's because people do work hard. People do work hard, and man, he was on such a roll. He was on such a roll because he did. Man, he was just back to back. It was his year, but what happened? I'm like, dude, what really happened? Cause sometimes, I'm like, was he really in a relationship or did they just like put you together with somebody? Cause they seem to do that too. Okay, let's go with this one. Let's go with this one. Cause I don't understand. Yeah, and I guess him and Megan, I guess they for real or whatever, I still don't see how. Cause I'm gonna tell you this much, and I'm probably wrong. I ain't gonna be up in no courtroom with nobody. I'm just not. Not, and we just met unless they had something going on. I don't understand that. But then again, I can't never say never because you never know. You never know. You might meet somebody. You might see something in them that don't nobody else see. You might be the understanding. You might be that person. But I don't know. And I thought both of them was kind of, because hell, she was coming off a divorce, but I guess her husband was tired of her. She said her husband left her. She didn't leave her husband. Her husband left her, but I don't know. But I know what I'm not. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna sit in no courtroom with you and this woman is telling this kind of story. Like, I just want to know, and like I said, he might be a genuine guy. I don't know. That goes back to arrangements made in Hollywood. Yeah, because I'm trying to figure out. I want her to tell me, like, girl, that man all up in the news, he all up in the courts and all that kind of stuff. What made you give him the time of day? Hey, get your girl, what's going on? What made you say, this video of this man out there running down the street from this woman? What made you say, yeah, I'll have coffee with you? Or, yeah, come on, move on in. Yeah, I'm going to see you through this. Like, did y'all know each other before? Did y'all grow up together? Did y'all cross paths somewhere in this here life? Isn't that gorgeous? I just got to love it. What made that happen? Because it ain't in me. And I'm like, what am I missing? Because I know everybody think every woman ought to go out there and get her a trouble man and save him. Let me tell you something. Something welled up in me a very long time ago, and I said, that ain't me. I just can't do it. Hey, love, I'm in the neighborhood. You over there in Lithia? What you doing over there in Lithia? Girl, people going to bed. This is bedroom time. What y'all doing over there? Hanging out? Luther Lewis, what's going on? Mr. Radio. They always want women, we got it in us to save them. I just don't know. So I'm wanting to know. I'm like, Megan, what made you say, I need to go to court with this man? I need to be there for him. Oh, I don't, child. That's what I want to know. Because they always said, we need to be more, what? I don't know. You said I was here since yesterday to get me some pound. Over there at the treat lady. Is that the treat lady? Pound cake situation. Going viral. Miss Treats. I think I'm putting this. Yeah, I'm debating on these bags. I'm a little worried. Oh, you know what? No, I didn't. I did not. Let me see if I got one though. Let me see if I got one. Oh, both of these are pink. I know he don't want no pink. I'm trying to find a sample of a share pack. Trying to find a share pack. Ooh, that smells good. I'm trying to find a share pack for a gentleman. One of my friends has an order in queue. I'm gonna get this off to Chicago. He's in Chicago. Jules, now where is she? What? Let me think. Is she not? She's on 92, right? Isn't that her? Isn't that her on 92? I think I went in there right when they first moved there, or unless that was somebody else's bakery on Fairview Road. And she been knocking out. She is going viral. I remember when they first moved in there, because we were over there a couple of weeks ago at April's place. And normally I would order me some April's place on Sunday. But of course, it being Easter, I cooked. I'm like, girl, this thing's missing something. He's missing his shower fresh. Hello. He's missing his shower fresh. I don't know. I hope this is the one he wants. Because I had to change this fragrance up. Because that other fragrance is just not, it's not reliable right now. I feel like I've just been digging in this damn thing for so long. It's like, y'all, it's tumultuous times. But shout out to her. Tell her I said hello. Tell her I said congratulations. I am so glad to see her. Tell her we follow her on TikTok. We see it. And tell her she need to read her comments. Them people be on there just talking to her. Are you over there now? Them people be on there just talking to her. And she just be working. And I know how it is because I be forgetting that Beats by Dad welcome me. She be live and she be working. You said I will let her know, girl. Girl, them people be talking. She be so busy though. They used to get on me like that. I be running my mouth and working. And people don't realize your eyes are not really on the screen, even though we look up. And that's one thing about going live. People see you look up and they just know you see them. And y'all, these people be serious about. Y'all got to understand, y'all. This is he ordered a Shower Fresh body butter, but I'm sending him also a Shower Fresh soap. She checks it every now and then. And child, I know. I be seeing a girl when she be unmolding them cakes. Wait a minute, where his thing at? His paper in there. When she be, I'm like, them some big old pretty pound cakes, y'all. Man, back in the day, this lady used to drop pound cakes off at my grandma's house. And them things used to be so buttery on top. Oh my God, I used to go in there and see the top off the pound cake. After her chat, understand she busy. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, honey, yeah. They get it. Because they be waiting on their cake. That's what it is. They be waiting on their cake. They be sitting there going, is that mine? But see, that thing, she'll be over there working. That thing will jump off viral and people miss it. And they just be sending the gifts and all that. I think she used to have somebody in there. Somebody used to be in there reading. Because she would be working and somebody else would be doing the live. And so one day she was in there and she was like, y'all, ain't nobody here but me. And I came to, she was running around trying to cook. There we go, y'all. Okay. I got those off. The rest of these I got to figure out. So these are, if you have an order in queue. Did she order something else? If you have an order in queue, let me see. I ain't even looked at these, y'all. All right, so we got a shower club, then we got soap. Then we got soap Friday. Okay, so we calling it Friday, shower lovers, Friday lovers. So shower club, Friday level. Friday, both actually. Now this is the one I made hers, but I gotta find out. Deb in here? Cause Deb, she got a note on here, coffee body cream. I need 3, thank you. And she got that in the comments. So I guess she want me to add to this order to a toasted vanilla, and then she wants 2 of the coffee shop soaps. So I'm gonna have to add to that. And then we got a shower club. Alright, so the shower clubs, I'm gonna put them in the basket. Now wait a minute, what was the deal with this one? This shower club. Okay, she got a shower club. And this one, that's hers right there. Okay, that's that one. Because we had to change her shower club up. Alright, and then we got soap orders. So that is, I'm gonna sit that in that basket, and I'll pull those tomorrow. I'm gonna go on and call it. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night before like I said, I got all this energy I don't know from where. Like it ain't 10 o'clock at night, and I wake up in the morning and be mad. We'll all wake up in the morning and be mad. But I hope y'all had a great holiday. Hope y'all got to spend some amazing time with your family. Hope you had some good food. I know I did, honey. I'm gonna have a good lunch tomorrow. I got me a good lunch pack. I got some body butter made. Oh Lord, they trying to play some old spiritual stuff. Let me put this body butter in here, because if I look at, as long as I'm looking at it, it's gonna drive me crazy. They give me the heebie-jeebies, and then of course custom coffee order that's going out tomorrow. So I'll be on tomorrow night to pack up and get these done. I'm gonna try to come in here with some good energy. Tomorrow, y'all. Yeah, can we all touch and agree? I'm gonna come in here with some good energy tomorrow. And did I change that date? Something I wanted to do on desktop. Too late now. Whew. Should I take this soap to my shower? Y'all know I got a whole nother batch. Let me see. Where is it? I need to steal me a soap, because I'm down to the nub. Where the end piece at? Ooh, I can't take the end piece. End piece is a big old piece of them. Big old cut. I want me a shower fresh. I'm gonna take me an end piece of Flower Shop. This right here, if you have not had a Flower Shop, y'all, let me tell you, this right here in the shower, oh my God, this is like just running through nature right here. Oh, that is the best. Okay. I wish this worked well in a body butter. It's a little too faint in the body butter, and I'm scared to add more because you don't know how it's gonna behave on the skin when you add it in the lotion. Because lotion, the amount you add in the lotion is a little bit less than in the soap. But honey, let me tell you, this is so nice and so relaxing. So I'm gonna go take my shower tomorrow. I'm gonna ship, even though I want to take tomorrow off. But then I don't know. We'll see what the energy be giving. When I come in. Oh, you know what? I gotta find something with tomorrow. Dang, I gotta call tomorrow. Peyton Creel. Good night, people. Y'all have yourselves a good one. I'm finna take this light. That light did make a difference. Dang. I got one of these off TikTok. That did make a difference. Have you done a lemon soap to accent the body butter? Well, you know what I did. Damn, why this one cut off? I had the lemon cookie. I didn't remake it. I didn't remake it yet. That sold out. I think I had one left. And I think I took it. I think I had one left. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Let me check this image. I think I'm finna zero the site out. Cause I need to do a clean inventory. I think I'm trying to get another like a system going, because what I'm gonna do is do a regular drop release date. That would be a great summer fragrance. The cookie one, it definitely sold, or did it? I don't know. I gotta look at the numbers, because I know I put it in the shower club, but I don't know if it actually sold. I'm trying to remember. It was a good body butter. I like it in body. In fact, I think I just used some in the body butter. I'm gonna do this on my phone. I'm gonna do it on my phone. Cause that's what I'm trying to decide. Because right now, because of the summer, I only have Shower Fresh and toasted vanilla, right? How did I miss that? Yeah. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I've been trying to come up with a system. So, depending on the week, because I went by one of my suppliers, right? I'm just watching the suppliers because they haven't really got. They're warning about the price increases, but I haven't seen the price of the fragrance hasn't changed, so that's holding steady. A couple of ingredients are changing. I'm like, my child sat over there. What my pillow? Got my pillows all on the floor. So I'm scared to put too much product out there. So I'm gonna zero out the site. But here's what I'm gonna do as far as $5 Friday. I'm gonna try to have everything ready to ship. Only things going on there, because y'all see how I'm a little stressed trying to do it all. Only thing gonna be on Friday now is what's ready to ship. Meaning I am now going to do this stuff ahead of time instead of after the orders. Okay, so if I don't have it ready, thanks for the likes, y'all. If I don't have it ready by Friday, it's not going on the site. Because what happens is the orders come in and then I'm running around trying to get everything ready. If that way, but mainly for the body butters, because the soaps are the soaps, but mainly for the body butters. But $5 Friday is gonna be ready to ship, and I gotta watch these fragrances, because some things are starting to really creep up as far as the price point. And some of it is just not available because the supplier don't want to pay. They don't want to pay the price, and so they leading a whole other thing. And so we gotta watch it and see, how things go. And I'm getting ready to do a big push for some stuff, to get some stuff on hand. So if things get crazier, I'll have what I need. Because if I make this investment to try to get this stuff now, and because of shelf life and all that, I don't want to get too much. But I'm watching some conversations. But like I said, I went by my supplier yesterday, and the shelves are looking a little funny. So I'm a little concerned with. And I get everything in the body butter I get from them, but I'm having to source a couple things. I think the other day when I went, I noticed that the shea butter, she has a block of shea butter, used to be $25. It was $45. Now I don't use as much as I used to, so, but I have to think about that, I gotta kind of watch. That was a sticker price. That was sticker shock for me, but I'm not using that. I'm not using that big block like I used to. I'm using these other containers that she has. But I was going to get a block just to have it. But that's $20 more, right? That's literally $20. And I was surprised she had one, Because there's somebody that beats me over there and buys it out. They didn't buy it out. They didn't buy it out this time. Somebody's a lady that does a volume much more than I do, and she go in there, she buy out that shea butter, and I see why she left that one. Cause I'm like, so people are changing up the oils and changing up their butters and things like that because it is what it is. It is what it is, And some people are already raising the price on stuff just so they can be able to afford to replenish. Because otherwise, when them things hit, it is not pretty. It's not pretty. I'm only surviving because I'm at a certain level. If I was buying a higher quantity or whatever these apparently the increase in tariffs are on certain volumes and whatnot. So, and my daughter, she was asking about ordering something. Since she found the supplier. So thank you, Suge. But let me go. It's 10:18. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But this week, I'm excited about this week because, like I said, I think we do have a plan. Regardless of what goes on, we got a plan to sustain it. And for somebody, I'll tell you who it's hard for. For somebody that has been doing this 10, 15 years and they just been like riding with these, where the price point was, they're the ones getting hit. Coming in, and when we came in, it's been something different every year. So for me, it's just been something that's different. But for somebody that's been in this 10 years, it's a shocker to them. I ain't shocked. Because every year it has been something, since I started. But pray for everybody, y'all, and keep everybody, in your thoughts, and and keep supporting. Y'all make the difference. Y'all make the difference every time. All right. Good night, people.